Imagine this. Two people, both aged 74, same neighborhood, same health conditions, but 10 years later one is still walking their dog every morning, and the other has long been gone. What made the difference? Was it luck, genetics, or something else? Something quieter, smaller, hiding in plain sight? Science has been asking this question for decades, and the answers are finally becoming clear. It turns out that your habits after 70, even the tiniest ones, may predict your future more accurately than any medical test. Things like how fast you walk, whether you take the stairs, how often you laugh, how well you sleep, even how you talk to yourself when you look in the mirror. These are not just background details, they're clues. Clues that scientists say can quietly forecast how long you'll live, and how well. But here's the best part. These aren't fixed. They're changeable. You can start adjusting them today. So if you've ever wondered, what can I do now to give myself the best possible chance at a long, vibrant life, even after 70? You're about to find out. Because in this video, we're going to uncover 7 powerful things that people over 70 are doing right now, backed by research, that not only boost their lifespan, but make every year fuller, sharper, and more meaningful. This isn't about fear, it's about power. And the truth is, your next 10 years are not set in stone. They're being shaped by what you do next. After 70, something shifts. You begin to see life differently. Time feels more precious. Your priorities change. You notice things, how fast your legs carry you across the room, how clearly you recall names, how deeply you sleep. Each little change makes you wonder, am I doing okay? Is this normal? How much time do I really have left? It's a deeply human question, and it deserves more than vague answers. For too long, aging has been treated as a mystery, as if some people simply get lucky, while others fade too soon. But science is telling a new story, one filled with hope, clarity, and control. Researchers across the globe have been tracking people well into their 70s, 80s, and even 100s. They've uncovered patterns, measurable signals, simple actions that, when repeated daily, have the power to predict and improve not just how long you live, but how well you live. These aren't extreme routines or unreachable goals. In fact, they're surprisingly doable. And that's what makes this topic so powerful, because it means you don't need a fountain of youth. You don't need to reverse time. You just need to align with what science already knows. This video isn't about magical solutions. It's about 7 real, practical, proven habits and signals, things you can start noticing and doing immediately, that could help determine how long, how strong, and how fully you live your years beyond 70. Whether you're already doing some of them or discovering them for the first time, each one has the potential to change your trajectory. So take a deep breath. This is your time, and these are the tools. Now let's explore the 7 science-backed signs that may quietly be predicting how much life you still have ahead, and what you can do to expand that horizon, starting today. 1. Steady steps, the silent predictor of resilience. It may seem small, the speed at which you walk from the kitchen to the living room. But researchers have found that walking speed after 70 is one of the most accurate predictors of future health and longevity. Not because walking is magical, but because it reflects so much. Your balance, strength, heart health, and even neurological function. A slower gait can quietly indicate rising inflammation, muscular decline, or early cognitive shifts. Take Margaret, 73. She always considered herself active, took care of the house, cooked, did light gardening. But her grandson noticed something. She was walking more slowly than last year. It wasn't dramatic, just subtle. Her doctor ran a few tests. Nothing serious yet, but she was losing muscle mass. Margaret didn't panic. She made small changes. Morning walks around the block, marching in place while brushing her teeth. She added just 10 minutes of movement twice a day. A year later, not only had her walking speed improved, so had her confidence, her mood, and her sleep. Tip: time yourself walking 10 meters. If it takes more than 6 to 7 seconds, talk to your doctor. Even slow improvements can add years to your independence. Never underestimate the message your feet are sending about your future. 2. Grip strength, the handshake that tells a story. You shake someone's hand. Firm, solid, steady. That simple moment says more than we've ever realized. Medical studies now confirm that grip strength is directly tied to longevity, even more so than blood pressure or BMI. Why? Because it reflects overall muscle integrity and nervous system health. Frank, 76, always prided himself on being strong. But when he began struggling to open jars or carry shopping bags, he brushed it off as normal aging. His daughter disagreed. She got him a simple hand gripper, and she encouraged him to join a local gym that offered senior-friendly strength training. In just 3 months, Frank's grip improved by 20%. But more importantly, he started feeling capable again, in body and in mind. Tip: squeeze a tennis ball while watching TV. Practice opening lids or carrying slightly heavier grocery bags. Consider resistance bands or light dumbbells. The strength in your hands often reflects the strength of your entire life system. Don't let it slip. 3. The power of social oxygen. Humans aren't meant to be alone, especially as we age. In fact, social isolation after 70 increases mortality risk by 29%, according to the World Health Organization. But here's what's beautiful. The solution doesn't require dozens of friends. It requires meaningful connection. Someone who sees you, hears you, and cares. Sylvia, 80, had spent 2 quiet years alone after her husband passed. Days blended into each other. She didn't feel depressed, just faded. One day, her neighbor invited her to join a community choir. She hadn't sung in decades, but something inside whispered, "Why not?" That choir became her lifeline. She made new friends, looked forward to rehearsals, even laughed again. Tip: reach out to one old friend this week. Join a hobby group, library circle, or senior class. Say yes to the small invitations. We breathe better, think better, and live longer when we're not alone. 4. Sleep, your nighttime fountain of life. Many people believe that poor sleep just comes with age. But the truth is, chronic sleep disruption can significantly shorten your lifespan. Poor sleep is tied to memory loss, heart disease, and even a weakened immune system. Walter, 79, had gotten used to falling asleep in his chair, waking up at 3 a.m. and napping throughout the day. That's just how it is after 70, he thought. But after he started forgetting names and once left the stove on, his daughter encouraged him to take sleep seriously. They added blackout curtains. He avoided screens after 9 p.m. He began meditating, just 5 minutes before bed. The change? Within weeks, he was sleeping 6 to 7 hours straight. He felt clearer, less irritable, more alive. Tip: establish a consistent bedtime. Avoid caffeine after noon. Keep your room cool and dark. Don't underestimate a 15-minute wind-down routine. Sleep is not passive. It's one of the most powerful forms of self-preservation we have. 5. Feed your brain like it's still growing. Because cognitive decline is common with aging, but not inevitable. The brain remains plastic, adaptable, and hungry for stimulation well into your 80s and beyond. Mental activity, reading, problem solving, learning something new, not only maintains memory, but is associated with a longer life. Take Esteban, 82, who decided to learn how to play the piano. He practiced slowly, fumbling at first, but within months, he was playing simple melodies and remembering them. What started as a hobby became a source of pride, identity, and joy. He even began performing at local community centers. Tip: learn a new skill. It could be painting, digital literacy, or crossword puzzles. Even switching up your daily routine challenges your brain. A curious brain keeps the spark of life lit, and time has nothing on that fire. 6. Eat for vitality, not just fullness. After 70, your body becomes more sensitive to what you eat, and more dependent on nutrients to sustain health. Studies from the blue zones, regions where people live the longest, show that diets high in plants, healthy fats, legumes, whole grains, and minimal processed foods are key to healthy longevity. Miriam, 75, was raised on heavy traditional foods. She didn't see the point of changing now. But after a bout of high blood pressure and low energy, Her doctor suggested a Mediterranean-style diet. At first, it was strange. No butter, less salt, more greens. But within weeks, her digestion improved. Her joints felt less stiff. She began cooking with her granddaughter, exploring colors and flavors. Tip: focus on whole, real foods. Add color to your plate. Choose water over soda. Snack on nuts, not cookies. Your food is not just fuel, it's your medicine. Use it wisely. 7. Your mindset is the secret ingredient. Perhaps the most surprising predictor of longevity is how you think about aging itself. A Yale study found that people with a positive view of aging live up to 7.5 years longer than those with a negative view, even when other health factors were the same. That means your thoughts can literally add years to your life. Take Harold, 86. He was never the fittest or the richest, but he woke up every day with a purpose: to tend to his garden, help his neighbors, and tell his story. When asked about the secret to his long life, he didn't hesitate. I expect good things, and I keep moving toward them. Tip: talk to yourself the way you'd talk to someone you love. Celebrate small wins. Expect good things. You are not old. You are experienced. And that mindset may be your greatest medicine of all. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you, because that means you care. You're not just watching passively. You're searching, reflecting, choosing to take your health into your own hands. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with the words, "I choose life," so I know you're one of us. Someone who's committed to aging with strength, clarity, and purpose. And tell me this: which of the 7 habits we talked about today is already part of your life? And which one do you feel inspired to improve starting today? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Sometimes the most powerful change starts when we simply share. And while you're here, don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, give this video a like if it helped you, and share it with a friend, a parent, or someone you care about. Together, we're building something powerful here, a community of people who are refusing to fade, who are rewriting what aging can look like. People like you. You're not too late, you're not too old, and you're not alone. So go ahead, leave your "I choose life" down below, and let's keep walking forward. Take a deep breath. Think back to the 7 things we explored today: walking speed, grip strength, sleep, nutrition, social connection, learning, and mindset. None of them were extreme. None required you to be a different person, and yet, each one holds the power to change everything. What science is showing us, and what you may have felt in your own body, is this: aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean discovery, strength, simplicity, even joy. The truth is, most of what determines how long and how well you'll live isn't locked in your DNA. It's in your daily decisions. The quiet ones, the ones no one sees, the ones you still have control over. You may have aches, you may have loss, you may have fears about what lies ahead, but you also have today. You have breath, you have choice, and that means you have power. If there's one thing I hope you take from this video, it's this: your future is still under construction, and your next decade can be your strongest yet. Not in spite of your age, but because of the wisdom it's given you. So keep moving, keep reaching, keep feeding your body, your brain, and your heart. Because in the end, it's not just about how long you live. It's about how fully, how brightly, and how bravely you live the years you're given. You are not running out of time. You're stepping into it, with intention. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video helped you, or made you think, I'd love for you to help it reach more people who need it. Just tap the like button. It tells the platform this content matters. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. There's so much more to share with you. And don't forget to turn on the little bell icon. That way, you won't miss the next video. And hey, if someone you love is over 70 and still full of life, or maybe struggling a little to find their rhythm again, send this video to them. It might be the nudge, the comfort, or the motivation they've been needing. We're creating a space here where aging isn't something to fear. It's something to shape, day by day, with small, powerful choices. So wherever you are, I hope you'll take a moment today to walk a little, breathe deeply, call someone you love, or try something new. You've earned the right to live well, and your story is still being written. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit, because you're not just getting older, you're getting wiser, stronger, and more alive than ever.